All right, we are back. Personal healthcare reform episode number 5. So we're 5 in. We got a good show today. I've got Rose Colarossi here with me from the Egg and I and Curves. We're going to talk to her for a little bit about her 2 locations and some of the best food and especially best breakfast food you're ever going to have in your life. Because I love the place. This is officially my favorite breakfast place in Dallas. So I'm just throwing it out there. They what?
They've got one over there on Garland Road. I mean,
yeah.
I know that isn't yours, but I love the place.
It's good food.
Yeah. Oh, they've got a raspberry granola pancake. It's huge. I'm telling you, it is huge. It's the size of a plate.
And it's healthy.
But it's healthy. Yeah, it's granola and raspberry smashed into it. Take the raspberry yogurt, put that on top of it. That is the thing. I love that thing. So we're going to talk to her here in a little bit, but we're going to start off with a few things here. I do have a special announcement. I've got a group here in Dallas that I'm going to be working with. If you see the shirt here, Heroes Basketball, established in 2006. We are reestablishing it in 2010. So this was Mark Cuban's Dallas Heroes program for inner city youth. I've been brought in to actually help out with all the strength, quickness, agility, training, all that stuff. So I'm going to put together the training center, put together the rehab area, and put together a full spectrum program from 4th grade up to high school going into college for these guys.
That's
to
great.
Get these players out and give them what they need. Give them an extra edge that they just won't get.
And these
from
are
anywhere
young
else.
people,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, and we actually have an open house this Sunday. Go to DallasHeroes.com. We have an open house. Come out, check out the new place. Reebok is the main sponsor, so it's going to be Reebok everything all over the place. They are doing a bang-up job of revitalizing this entire program. So it's going to be fantastic. Starting this coming Sunday all the way until the first part of October. It's basically an intro. We just want people to come out, see the place, come out, play around, play some horse, and check the place out for your kids. This is for inner city youth and anybody else that their kids have some good basketball skill. And it's just a full training program. Not really trying to build a team.
What date is that?
Starting this Sunday, which is this Sunday's the 5th.
You have that at your blog spot?
Yeah, I'll have it on my blog.
Okay.
Go to clintfuqua.com, look it up on there, and so it's going to be fantastic. We're going to have a lot of fun with that. Also, starting in about 2 weeks, I'm also working with a supplement company. We're going to be doing some product trials. So I'll be having a little contest for people to either email me, send me a reason why you should get to try some of the products out that I'm going to be helping out with designing and implementing for these guys. And we'll get more into that in the next 2 weeks. But I just want to put it out there and let everybody know about it. And before we do that, or actually before we get to Rose here, we're going to do some health in the news. First thing we got, Wall Street Journal, a little health in the news here. First thing is medical alert bracelets are basically going uptown, so you can have some bling on your wrist. So if you have any kind of major medical issue, you've got a transplant, you're allergic to something, anything like that, medical alert bracelets are fantastic for first responders, so they can see if you are allergic to penicillin, anything like that. They know automatically if you're allergic to things, what to do for you, things like that. And now you can go to Tiffany's and Company and some of the other nice places and get blinged out on your medical alert bracelets. So I thought that was pretty cool. I thought I'd point that out. MIT is playing with lasers right now. They're hoping in about 4 years they will be able to get rid of all the finger pricking stuff that you do for blood sugar for all the diabetics out there. You won't have to worry about doing that anymore. They're actually looking at laser technology, so you can wear a little something on your wrist, and the laser is automatically reporting back to you what your blood sugar level is.
Whoa.
24/7, and if you start to dip low, it'll let you know.
That's one thing I
you're
don't
going
have
low.
is high blood pressure yet.
Yeah, but it's.
Not yet.
I read that. I thought it was fantastic because they can look at that. And they're going to set it for drug levels in the system. So if you're taking a drug, you want to see if it's becoming toxic in your system. They can nail that down. It's really neat what they're going to be doing with all the laser technology in the future. There was another little study in here about concussions in youth athletes. It has actually tripled in a study from 2001 to 2005. The rate of concussions tripled, but the active participants went down 13%. So that means the youth athletes are getting bigger, stronger, faster, hitting harder, and But we're going to move on from that. I just want to throw that out there for everybody for Health in the News, and we are now going to get to Rose Colarossi and the egg and I and the best breakfast you will ever have, ever. I just want to emphasize that. Okay.
Thank you.
So, Rose, I'm going to tell everybody how we met. I met her at Costco. I was there for a weekend event. I was next to her all weekend. She was the only person I got to talk to all weekend because nobody else would stop and talk to me. I'm the health and fitness guy standing there for the health club. Nobody's talking to me. They're all walking by with some phrase frozen custard, lapping it up. They're talking to her. They're taking menus and won't even look at me. So we got to talk all weekend, and she's fantastic. Her husband's fantastic. Her son that runs the 2 locations are fantastic. So let's talk about Rose. Let's talk about your background, how you actually got into. You have a Curves location.
I do. It's over in Flower Mount.
Okay. And tell us why you got into having the Curves location and also doing the egg and I.
Absolutely. Well, I'm very familiar with people walking past me when I'm representing Curves. They always think that I'm going to watch what they look like or what they're eating, so I know that feeling. I got involved with Curves because I was one of those gals that was 100 pounds soaking wet her whole life. My girlfriends hated me. I could eat whatever I wanted until I had my first child. And I packed on the pounds. And I packed on the pounds, and I packed on the pounds, and the baby came, and I still looked like I was having a baby. And it was the first time in my life where I had to really watch what I ate, and I really had to exercise, not doing sports, but really exercise. So my husband, who's just a wonderful man, agreed to go to a typical fitness facility with me and sign up, and I felt like the ugly duckling. I felt like I was the fat girl in the room. And everybody was looking at me, and I couldn't wear a shirt that was long enough to cover my rear end, and it was so uncomfortable, and I couldn't fit in the class times, and nobody would pay attention to me. And one day, I drove into a parking lot, and there was a sign there that said Curves. And I had no idea what it was, and I have no idea to this day whether it was, divine intervention that got me to walk into this store and say, "What are you guys?" And it was a bunch of equipment in a circle, and the gal said, "Well, we are a 30-minute fitness facility designed specifically for women." And I said, "Well, what does that mean?" "Well, it's an hour-and-a-half workout in 30 minutes.
I like it.
Well, I loved it because I had no time. I had 2 small children. I had 2 teenagers. And I said, "I don't know. This doesn't look like much." She offered me a free week. And the rest is history. I was on that circuit listening to people, and it was incredible.
Yeah, I have to say, I actually, because I've been in the health and fitness industry for a long time, I used to actually just kind of bash Curves a little bit because I was like, oh, it's a little 30-minute workout. Yeah, great. People need to come in here and actually get a little workout. But the problem is most people don't want to come into a gym because they are intimidated. They don't want to be around all the fit people. Because they see us like, I don't want to be around them. I don't want them to see me. And believe me, we're not looking at you because we're too focused on ourselves.
But you got to be self-conscious to go in there anyway. You already know you need the help.
But,
right.
But the thing with Curves, it's the great thing about it is you go in there, you're around a bunch of other people that you can relate to that don't want to be around the rest of the fitness crowd. It gets you into the mode of working out. It gets you into that lifestyle. And then whenever you're ready to graduate and move into something larger, you can if you want to go into one of the main health clubs.
Absolutely.
And take it up a few notches because by then you're in there, you've been working out, you made some progress, you feel much better about yourself, and then it's like, okay, I can be around these fitness people. I can do that too.
But I also think that even if you went and graduated to another place, that if you had that place, you could go there on those other times of the week, and kind of alternate to where you can work out. You may want to,
it's great for, if you want to get in and do 30 minutes, get in, get out, which sometimes is all you have.
Yes.
Yeah. They've got it paced. You go around, you do 30 minutes, in and out, done.
You have to try it. You can try any
told you I'm
Curves.
coming. Yes, I'm coming.
You did get 1 week free because the product sells itself. Yeah. And it's very comfortable. We call ourselves the Cheers of fitness clubs. You come in, it's women. We love men, but we want to look good for our men. We don't want to be working out with them and sweaty and icky and worrying about what we're wearing. So it's great for the population of women who want to get in and want to get out. We're all very busy. And there's nothing wrong with the typical fitness center. I tell people that. It's not. There's enough out there for everybody. But this is a niche that just worked for me.
Well, you got to have every niche in the market, every segment should be covered for health and fitness. So,
but if you start getting healthy, then you can get on your bike and ride around the lake and do the more jogging and the things that you can do. That's more because you're going to feel.
Feel better about yourself.
And it's a great starting point. I actually have one of my clients that still goes over to Curves every once in a while, just to go in there and get some extra. So.
And where is that one located that you own?
Mine is in Flower Mound. It's on Cross Timbers Road and Morris. But you could go to curves.com, and there are Curves. There's 10,000 locations worldwide.
And when you're a member of Curves, and we talked about it, it's not that expensive. It's really not. It's no long-term contract, but you can go to any Curves.
You can go to any Curves. You can travel anywhere in the United States, and now we are in Asia and in Europe. So it's a big bang for your buck.
Pretty good deal.
Yeah, yes, it is. So moving forward from that, so you did Curves, and then there's a special combo for actually getting yourself healthy and getting fit and everything else, and that is you got to have exercise and diet. It takes both of them. You can't do just one or the other. So on the diet side, you ended up with the Egg and I. Tell us how you got into running the Egg and I.
The Egg and I was actually my son's idea. He was going to Colorado State University, had worked for the founder of the Egg and I up in Fort Collins, who is a wonderful human being, and called us and told us, you know what, I want to switch my major. I love this restaurant. I love this man. I love the concept. I love the food. What do you all think? And at first we thought he was crazy. hardest industry to get into. But we went up there and we visited with them, and the food is, as you said, thank you very much, it's incredible. There's a wide variety. We have a lot of healthy options on the menu, and the rest is history. It took us about 2 years, and we opened our first in Addison, and we just opened our Carollton location 2 weeks ago.
And the Carollton location, we're actually, since I'm at Little Bend Fitness and we're down the road from you guys, we're actually doing some cross marketing. So we're marketing their place in our club. Our club is being marketed over there, and now that I've introduced the trainers to it, there's one trainer in particular that is there like every day now. Anytime I'm in there, I see him in there eating. It's incredible. And half the time I walk in there, and I'm just there to talk to you guys about something. And the girls up front, I'm sorry, girls, y'all are fantastic. You do a great job, because every time I walk in there, they try to get me seated. I'm like, I'm not here to be seated. I'm not here to eat yet. They're like, you're not here to eat? Come sit down and eat. I'm like, I can't.
Well, you look like you need to eat, Clint.
Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah, you guy with the 8-pack. Lose 2 of those, okay? Be like the rest of us normal people.
Like, here, have some pancakes.
Yeah. Oh, I do. Believe me.
He
I
loves
have
pancakes.
a pancake. I have one when I go there.
He does. Well, that's nice to know. So he does let go sometimes and really eat the.
But they're whole wheat, and I actually do the granola pancakes because I love.
I've never had them, and now you've tempted me. They're not crunchy, are they?
They've got some texture. They've got some good texture and a little bit of crunch to them. But yeah, they're fantastic.
They're good.
So is the apple cinnamon. Oh, good stuff. So along with that, let's talk about like a quick, easy breakfast. So for anybody out there that's, or actually, we'll go with menu selection first.
Sure.
Let's talk about if somebody goes out to eat, what do they get on the menu? What do you look for on a menu?
Well, we actually have a section of our menu called Smart Choices. And on that Smart Choices menu, we've got yogurt and fruit. We have an egg white frittata that's delicious. It's Mediterranean. Has a whole bunch of vegetables in there. We've got our egg bite omelet. And we've got our breakfast sundae, which is fruit, yogurt, and some granola topped on.
I've seen that breakfast sundae. It's
delicious.
It's incredible. It looks like a dessert being rolled out.
It does. It's very good. Yeah. And then, of course, we have our oatmeal with our berries on top, which is delicious.
Yeah, I've had that. The oatmeal is incredible, too.